Abraham Lincoln, Biography. Early life, 1809 to 1831. Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809, in a one-room log cabin in Hardin County, Kentucky, now LaRue County. His parents, Thomas and Nancy Lincoln, were farmers, and young Lincoln grew up in poverty. When he was 9 years old, his mother died of milk sickness, and his father later remarried Sarah Bush Johnston, who encouraged Lincoln's love for learning. Although he had less than a year of formal schooling, Lincoln was self-educated, borrowing books to read and developing a passion for knowledge. His family later moved to Indiana and then to Illinois, where he worked as a farm laborer, rail splitter, and store clerk. Early political career in law, 1832 to 1846. Lincoln's first attempt at politics came in 1832 when he ran for the Illinois state legislature but lost. However, he was later elected as a state legislator in 1834 and served 4 terms. During this time, he studied law and became a self-taught lawyer, passing the bar exam in 1836. By the 1840s, Lincoln had established himself as a skilled lawyer in Springfield, Illinois, gaining a reputation for his sharp reasoning and honesty, earning him the nickname Honest Abe. He was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in 1846, serving a single term. However, his opposition to the Mexican-American War made him unpopular, and he returned to practicing law. Hot rise in politics and slavery debate, 1854 to 1860, the Kansas-Nebraska Act, 1854, which allowed new territories to decide on slavery, reignited Lincoln's political ambitions. He joined the newly formed Republican Party and became a strong opponent of the expansion of slavery. In 1858, Lincoln ran for the U.S. Senate against Stephen A. Douglas, engaging in the famous Lincoln-Douglas debates, where he argued that slavery should not spread to new territories. Although he lost the Senate race, the debates made him a national figure. In 1860, he won the Republican nomination for president and was elected as the 16th president of the United States, defeating 3 other candidates. Presidency and Civil War, 1861 to 1865. Lincoln took office on March 4, 1861, as the country was on the brink of civil war. Following his election, 7 southern states seceded from the Union, forming the Confederate States of America. The Civil War began in April 1861, when Confederate forces attacked Fort Sumter, South Carolina. Despite enormous challenges, Lincoln remained determined to preserve the Union. Some key actions during his presidency include the Emancipation Proclamation, 1863, declared all slaves in Confederate states free, shifting the war's purpose to ending slavery. Gettysburg Address, 1863, a short yet powerful speech emphasizing democracy and human equality. 13th Amendment, 1865. Lincoln pushed for the passage of this amendment, which permanently abolished slavery in the U.S. By April 1865, the Union Army, led by General Ulysses S. Grant, had defeated the Confederacy, and the Civil War was nearing its end. Assassination and Legacy, 1865. On April 14, 1865, just days after the war ended, Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer, while attending a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. He died the next morning, making him the first U.S. president to be assassinated. Despite his tragic death, Lincoln is remembered as one of America's greatest presidents, known for preserving the Union during the Civil War, ending slavery through the 13th Amendment, strengthening democracy with his inspiring leadership. His face is now immortalized on Mount Rushmore, the $5 bill, and the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Famous quotes by Abraham Lincoln: "Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves." Fun fact: Lincoln was an accomplished wrestler in his youth and was only defeated once in over 300 matches. Like, share, and follow for more historical biographies.